Greetings, sharks. My name is Jarvis. I'm here to strike a deal on behalf of the Murder Mystery Company, the experts in mystery and... I'm sorry. The experts in mystery and... Oh, bother.
Oh my goodness, there's been a murder! All right, let's try that again, but a few more gasps from the sharks. There's been a murder! That was much better. All right, now, very shortly, all of you will have the opportunity to solve this crime. But first, let's look at our suspects. We have the famous starlet, Lori LaRue. We, of course, have the mysterious Professor Blum. We have the made man, Don Cuban. We also have the famous hit woman, Barbara the Butcher. And of course, we have Mr. Wonderful.
Beautiful.
At this point in time, we need to decide who the real killer is. Everyone's going to point. 1, 2, 3, point. Yes, indeed, the killer is Mr. Wonderful.
I got
Yes,
it.
indeed.
I got it.
Lock him up.
What's going on? We are back with another Shark Tank breakdown reaction video. I am your host, David, and this will be an interesting one. Murder Mystery Company. I'll be interested to see what exactly is it that they're doing. Again, the three things that I look for when deciding whether or not the company is going to be a hit is how simple is the product or service, how effective is it, and what's the market like. We haven't got a chance to hear a lot of the details about, I guess, what they're selling or what they're offering to their sharks based on their shindig at the beginning of, the guy, falling over and passing away and trying to figure out who did it. So we'll get back into it just to try to learn a little bit more about what's going on with what these people are providing or offering to the sharks, and then we'll come back and kind of break it down. This is an interesting one, and then try to see from an intellectual property standpoint what IP is associated with this. Is it trademarks? Is it copyrights? Is it patents? Is it a trade secrets? So keep that in the back of your head as we're going through this thing. But let's get back to it and see what it is that these guys are offering.
Now, sharks, if this was a little bit longer, more traditional murder mystery, we might have found some clues, such as this receipt for a knife paid for with royalties, or Barbara's testimonial that heard Mr. Wonderful say, "The butler is dead to me."
Yeah, that's great. That's really good. Good
Well
job,
done.
guys.
Yeah, good
Very
job.
good job.
Murder Mystery.
We want to play some more.
Right.
That's good.
Painful.
That's hilarious.
All right, greetings, sharks. My name is Scott Crampton. I am the sole owner and founder of the Murder Mystery Company. I'm seeking $350,000 for 5% of my company. What you just saw is a small taste of what we do on a larger scale each and every single day. The Murder Mystery Company is the nation's leader in private immersive experiences. This is not just something you watch. This is an event you are a part of. Our unique brand of immersive entertainment allows us to do small parties like Grandma's birthday all the way up to huge corporate holiday events. We send a professionally trained immersioneer to you with everything you need to make the mystery happen. And they will throw a party that everyone will be dying to attend. So sharks, there's only one mystery left to solve. Which one of you is going to be guilty of passing up the opportunity of a lifetime, and who's going to walk away with a killer deal?
Good job.
Now, I do want to bring it back on myself for a second here, because I actually these type of immersive experiences, they're big, especially in a corporate environment where when you think of the big companies, the Fortune 500 companies, the Fortune 1000 companies, but even the small companies, they're looking for these bonding moments between a team, and you would be surprised that they have actual buckets or funds that they have to spend on these bonding type events. And this murder mystery company, they're saying they're the world leader, so I would imagine that they have some sales to back that up. But I can see like bigger companies, particularly bigger companies, hiring these guys out to come and kind of take the team members of that company through this experience. Now, the interesting thing is, and I'll see if one of the sharks asked them this question is whether or not they have any IPs, but particularly patents on their experience that they're providing, on a system that they're providing. Because he talked about what a Emergineer that comes out and kind of take the team through this experience and those type kind of gaming systems, those type gaming environments, those type gaming experiences are patentable. Now you actually have to show what's new and what's non-obvious about it. But to the extent that you can do that, you can actually get a patent on this thing. So again, that's something to keep in mind, that I'm telling you as an almost 10-year intellectual property attorney dealing with patents and trademarks and so many other forms of intellectual property, these type experiences or systems, gaming systems, are patentable if you go about it the right way. So just keep that in mind. See whether or not the sharks ask them about that. And again, I think especially for the corporate environments, man, the corporate environments or just kind of the brass love to kind of get these type of, I guess, companies in there to take the team through team building, team bonding moments. So it'll be interesting. Let's kind of see what the sharks have to say about it. It seems like they like the pitch. Let's see if how much they liked it, I guess. So let's go.
Great
Thank
job.
you.
Well
it was
done.
a great presentation. Why
Great
don't we
job.
get into
Yeah.
the business a
Right.
bit and tell us the
This is
model?
wonderful.
So
Let me-
how you
funny looking
sell
one.
this, how you acquire people to want to buy this service.
Where are you doing it? Absolutely. We are actually strategically located in 23 different cities.
How many years old is this company?
20 years, but more seriously since 2017.
How many Emergineers do you have?
We have almost 2,000.
Wow.
So they're part-time.
Yes, they are part-time.
What are your sales?
Since 2017, we've done just under $50 million in sales.
Wow.
Good for you.
This is
Thank you.
amazing.
Yes, I'm
Wow.
excited about my numbers too.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you very
yeah. What about
much.
last year?
Last year, we did 7 million. We kept 800,000.
What's this year going to be?
This year, we're definitely going to well clear 10 million.
Wow.
And you're going
Crazy.
to keep how much of that?
We should keep actually $2 million of that, unless we
Wow.
just
Awesome.
choose to reinvest it.
Why do you need a shark?
We need to be back in public shows, and I can't waste another decade knocking on doors. I need a shark that can help us
You mean like into hotels,
into
Vegas?
hotels. When I knock,
right.
I'm going through the front door. When you guys knock, you're going at the top. In 2019, we did 1,200 individual public shows.
Wow.
But after COVID, all of our venues were not operational. All of our partnerships, everything like that. It took me over 10 years to build those partnerships.
Oh, this is not done in someone's home.
Right now, we're been focusing since the reopen from COVID on strictly private.
Oh.
In home, we come
Corporate.
to you, corporate parties,
Anything where you go to them.
anything that we
right.
go to
It's
them.
not like a theater where people come to it.
And a public show, we traditionally partnered up with hotels or restaurants, but to be able to find those partners is incredibly challenging.
What do you
But you have
charge
no-
for a private show?
We have shows as low as $4.99, and then we have shows more in
Easy
the
for
$2,000 range, way on up, $5,000 and $10,000.
How
It's very
long is
common
the
as well.
show?
Generally 2 hours. It can be
Oh.
2.5 with dinner, depending.
You want $350 for 5%. Why? And then, by the way, if you say you've been doing it for so long, why not just sell and cash out?
If I'm being honest, the fact that I'm up here pitching you this is an absolute miracle. When I was born, the doctors told my parents that it would be very unlikely that I'd ever be able to communicate unless people could read my lips. I was born with a very severe cleft palate. I did about 7 surgeries on it and did about 20 years of speech therapy.
Well, it definitely worked.
It works.
Thank you very much. You
Yeah.
have an excellent hairstyle that I emulate. Now, immersive theater is about the empowerment of participating. People leave feeling special. That's what we do.
So at a ballroom in a hotel, what's the optimal number of place settings, and what are you going to charge per setting?
I love 120 on a personal level. A reasonable ticket is between 60 and 90, but
Doesn't
that
seem like a
includes
lot.
but that includes food as well.
I'm going to make you an offer.
Wow.
Your business is amazing.
Thank you.
You've got profit.
Let me stop you really quickly. Like I said before, these corporate environments, this is easy. What, $4.99 on a low end, a couple grand on a high end? That's a drop in a bucket. Again, a lot of these corporate environments, companies have budgets allocated towards these team bonding experiences where they have someone come out, take the team members or a group of team members through this experience or through this activity so that they can kind of get closer to one another. So it's not surprising that this guy's done over 50 million. I'm kind of surprised, and from a intellectual property perspective, and I understand that a lot of times these Shark Tank episodes really last an hour and they break it down to 10 minutes. So a lot of times these sharks do ask them about, okay, what's protectable about it, or do you have any IP so that anybody can kind of do it or recreate it. And that's important, right? Because if you're investing $300,000+ for 5% of a company, you want to make sure that anybody just come in here and kind of duplicate or replicate what it is that you've taken decades to build. So I would imagine that the sharks asked him about the IP and whether or not he has a patent on the actual system that he's using for the murder mystery company. Even with the murder mystery company, it'll be interesting to see whether or not he got a trademark on it. I would imagine he does. I'm not going to kind of go to the test database and do it myself, but typically as an IP attorney, I would like to see the R at the end of the murder mystery company or at the end of the logo or word mark, just to kind of put the public on notice that you have a trademark or the IP is protected with regard, in this case, the name Murder Mystery Company. But again, let's kind of see how things continue to play out and whether or not the Sharks do bring it up. But it seems like he has at least one offer here. So that's good stuff. It'd be interesting if this guy just try to cash him out and kind of get him out the picture altogether. Let's go.
And you're amazing.
You've got 8,000 shows that you're doing.
Yes.
I am the king of horror.
I've heard that you're very popular.
I've made almost every horror movie you've ever seen.
Yes.
And I would
That's
imagine
perfect.
there's a lot of crossover between people who like to go to horror movies and people who like immersive entertainment. And I think I could be a great strategic partner for you.
Yes, you could.
And I'll offer you your $350,000 for 10% of your business.
Okay. And a little bit more.
Wow, that is an
3.5 million.
absolutely amazing deal.
That is
from just
fantastic.
a-
Honestly, I couldn't do better.
I can't imagine why he isn't the perfect partner.
Yeah, no,
He is the
definitely
absolute perfect
It comes
partner.
with bonuses.
And could I counter with?
Oh, whoa! Look, let me tell you a secret, Scott. Let me tell you a secret.
Okay.
In the Shark Tank,
Yes.
there are two types of pain.
Yes.
The first pain is
Oh,
when
no,
you think you
Mark.
gave up too much equity.
Yes.
You do a deal with someone amazing like Jason, you feel that initial pain, but then you get past it very quickly. The second pain is when you walk away over a little bit of equity.
Wow.
You feel that pain, not for just a little bit, but for the rest of your life.
Mm.
I agree with
You
him.
never know which pain do you prefer.
Yeah, absolutely. I was actually going to counter with, can I do a happy dance before I say yes?
Happy dance, I'll accept.
Yay!
Thank you so
Hey man,
much.
that was
You have no idea what a big
You
fan
got
I
a
am.
great business. It's amazing. I
that's
can't
pretty
believe it.
straightforward. And hey, it seems like he got a great strategic partner. So let's go to the website here and see what this guy is all about here. So we got the website. You got the ad scene on Shark Tank. That's pretty cool. Audition with us, join at the school. It seems like they got a lot of cool things going on here. At the bottom here, you got the Murder Mystery Company. Again, they still don't have like the R in the circle that's letting people know that it's a registered trademark. But again, I would imagine that he has it registered to Murder Mystery Company. Actually, I'm going to take you guys through the test database and see if he has it. Oh, come on, man. I would imagine if he's been doing this thing for 10 years that he has it. Let's see. Let me stop sharing this thing really quickly and try to go to the test database here. I think this would be some good information for you guys. So right now, you guys see the test database. This is the trademark database at the United States Patent and Trademark Office. If you just go to Google and type in TESS test, it'll give you an icon that you can click, and it'll kind of bring you to this screen, and you can just put in the word mark. In this case, I put Murder Mystery Company and see what's popping up. This is for board games. You see the goods and services class 28. This is for board games, Murder Mystery Mansion. So this isn't the guy. The owner seems like his University Games Corp company out in California. But again, I'm not sure if he operates under Keith O'Leary. I think his name was Sean or Scott or something. Finance Agile Game, Murder Mystery Game, Artificial Immersive Dinner Theaters. It doesn't look like, at least from my quick search, that he has a trademark. This company out of Michigan. A trademark on it. So that's interesting. It seems like he'll want to get this protected, especially if he's been doing this for decades. Okay, here we go. Immersive murder mystery experience, relatable detectives. I would imagine that this is him. Tabletop games, party game, and immersive murder mystery experience. I would seem like it's pending, which means that he just maybe filed on a trademark, which is crazy. Yeah, it seems like this is this guy, because again, this is a murder mystery company. This is a New York company, murder mystery. Again, pending again, entertainment and nature of live performances. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is fascinating stuff here. But this was where you would go to kind of look up a mark that you're thinking about trying to get protected, and to the extent that you have it protected, you see the register marks as well. Murder Mystery Party. This is I don't think this is this guy out of California, but seems like some of these ones at the end that are pending may be him specifically. This immersive experience, murder mystery experience, and then the mystery company. This may be him, but I would imagine that this is him, a Delaware company. So that's interesting. So it seems like he maybe is in a process of getting things trademarked. That's good. I also want to go back to his website really quickly just to kind of see what else he has. Like I said, you can actually get a patent on this stuff. I'll be surprised, to be honest, if he does, but this is something that's protectable via a patent. If you can kind of explain out the system and the gaming system and immersive experience system in a way that's new and not obvious based on what's out there. You got mystery party team, kind of different services or whatnot. So you do the virtual meetups? Yeah, that'd be a good one if you can do a virtual meetup. He didn't mention that, but seems like that's something he's offering. Cool stuff. So I'll kind of put this thing back on me. What do you guys think about that? If you are, again, if you're in a corporate setting, this money all day. This is easy money. You're not even thinking about the money that you're spending on this or a team bonding experience. If you're throwing a private party, $500 to $2,000, that still can be a drop in a bucket. Especially if seems like, again, if he's made over 50 million. I think he said he'll do 10 million this year. I think he did 7-8 million last year. He's profitable, which is great. It appears that he had a great partner in the shark that he did the deal with. This was a pretty quick one. I don't think I've ever had one that went this quick. One shark offered him, and it was essentially $350 for 5%. I mean, $350 for 10%. Gave up a little bit more equity, but it seems like based on a partnership, this was perfect. Would you get this or use this experience or this service for a party that you were hosting? Look at the escape rooms. I thought that kind of, man, that came out of nowhere a number of years ago, and again, it's still a big thing. Maybe the murder mystery company is the next big thing that you guys maybe want to see. Again, it seems like he's been been in the business for 20 years. I probably would have cashed out, but I mean, obviously, it seems like he loves it and is making money. So I guess what can you say about that? Let me know what you guys think in the comments of this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I am trying to bring you guys in a value from an intellectual property standpoint, being an IP attorney with almost 10 years experience. And again, this is something that you can get a patent on if you're able to kind of describe and say, hey, what's new and non-obvious of your service or your experience of your system compared to what's out there. And it seems like he's kind of taking steps to get that trademark for some different terms. So good for this guy. Hopefully I can get him on a podcast. And until next time, take care.